How to stay calm under pressure, coming up next. What's going on, guys? Here from Student Football Athlete. All great footballers know how to stay calm under pressure, whether it's on or off the pitch. This is a skill that you can learn and master, and in this video I'm going to discuss with you how to stay calm under pressure on the pitch. These are the situations when you are being pressed by two or more players, when there's someone rushing over to you, when you are being cornered by multiple players, when there's a player on your shoulder. All in all, it is when you need to make a decision in a split second, and that decision needs to be good. This video I'm going to discuss how you can do that. I'm going to make another follow-up video discussing how you can stay calm under pressure off the pitch. This is when you are being pressured to perform by your peers, by your coaches, by your parents maybe, by the fans. That is the topic for another video, and in this video let's just focus on how you can make the best decision on the pitch when you are being pressured. In order to be calm under pressure, the first thing you need to develop is the confidence in yourself. It's the belief in yourself. You need to believe in your ability to play football. You need to be confident. And how to gain confidence? In my opinion, it all comes down to repetition. The more competent you are in football, the more confidence you will become. And it definitely comes with experience. As you play more and more, you will gain more confidence. I had a video going much more in depth about this topic, and you can check it out after this video. The next step, in my opinion, is to have a backup plan for if you lose the ball. I know this sounds very counterintuitive, and this sounds almost contradictory to the first point. I just told you to be confident in yourself, to believe that you won't lose the ball. And now I'm asking you to make a plan when you do lose the ball. But in reality, this actually isn't very contradictory at all. It is inevitable that you will lose the ball. Even the best player in the world does that. But having a plan, in my experience, will give you an ease of mind for when you do lose the ball, you know what to do next. For example, if a player loses the ball under pressure, he will most likely immediately chase the ball down and regain the possession for the team, or he will foul the player, or he will do something that will minimize the damage that he caused. That is what I advise you to do. Have a plan for when you do make a mistake. And I want you to remember this. Don't be afraid of making a mistake. Mistake is something that you cannot avoid in football. Have a plan for when you do make a mistake and minimize the damage. The third tip I have for you is to gather as much information as you can before receiving the ball. How can you do this? First, you can scan the field. Have an open body language. Scan the field. Look at the position of your teammates, the position of your position, and make a prediction about where they're going to go next. Use your ear, use the information that your teammate gives you. If they give you information like a man on, like he's open, listen for that and gather as much information as possible. And the more information you can gather, the more data you can use to make the best decision, and the calmer you will be when the ball comes to your feet. This comes down to improving your vision, your awareness in football, and your football IQ. And how coincidentally, I have a video about that topic, and you can check it out after this video. The next tip I have for you is to make a decision before you even have the ball. For example, if a player is rushing over to you and you have gathered enough information and you know surrounding you there are spaces, turn into that space and get away from that player. Or if you don't have any information, simply make a back pass or pass the ball into the place come from. Move to another position and you will be okay. Now you may notice that the 4 or 5 tips I've gave you, we haven't even touched the ball yet. And it is because to stay calm under pressure, it isn't about how skillful you are. It's about how ahead you are in the game. It's about playing with your mind. And I want to stress this idea to you. Football isn't about playing with your feet necessarily. As you get higher and higher and you progress, you play with better players. You have to think before you do. And football is mainly played with your head, and your feet is only a tool to express the idea that you have in your head. Now let's move on to the touching the ball part. The next tip I have for you is to have an open body language. So for example, most players would do this. As you can see, when I receive the ball, I had my eyes on the ground and I only focus on the ball. And I didn't know that the opponent is rushing towards me. So that is why I lost the ball so easily. Now, compare that to this scenario. You see that I open my chest more and I have a better idea that a defender is rushing over me. So I can make a better decision and I can make a turn before he even touches me. As you play more and more, you may find that if you're open, sometimes the opponent wouldn't dare to even come close to you. And that is when you can make a pass or something. when you are being pressured, when you notice pressure is coming on your way, it is the perfect opportunity for you to take a risk. What I would advise you is to take some calculated risk. This is how it plays out, okay? The last tip I have for you, and I have foreshadowed this before, is to play more. Get minutes under your belt. As you get more and more experience, and as you play more, you can recognize every situation in the game and you will know how to deal with it. This sounds very obvious and it's almost useless, but this is too important to leave out of the list. That is all I have for you guys. Hopefully this video has helped you, and if it did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you want me to cover next, and I will try my best to do so. Subscribe for more videos that will help you improve as an all-round football athlete, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.